Welcome, everybody. The college football regular season is over, and it's conference championship week now. I'm Joe with the Game House, and today we're going to be going over college football conference championship week picks. All right, as mentioned, it is conference championship week. It's time to get to some picks. We're going to do these as straight picks or money line picks. We'll have some gambling notes as we go along, as we always do. It'll be the last edition of these videos for the year, so it's exciting to go through the last game, some big matchups, some playoff implications. Let's get it started. We're going Liberty over New Mexico State. New Mexico State's had a very good year under Jerry Kiel, but Liberty with Jamey Chadwell leading the country in rushing right now. That offense is pretty unique if you haven't had a chance to watch it. I think they're able to get the job done in the CUSA championship game and possibly keep themselves in position for a New Year's Six Bowl. We'll get to that a little bit later here with some other teams. We have Oregon beating Washington. Now, Oregon lost to Washington regular season, but they're 9-point favorites in this one. I think Oregon's going to win. Washington can keep it close. Their offense has been good at times this year, but they've had times where their foot feels like it comes off the gas. The defense has been inconsistent. Oregon feels like the more complete team. They do capitalize on throwing the ball, at or behind the line of scrimmage or within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. That can still work to beat Washington. I'm going to go Oregon, just the more balanced team here. That would probably put them in the playoff if the results hold, but it's going to be a dicey with how the committee sees all these teams. We have Toledo over Miami, Ohio in the MAC championship game. Toledo's been a team who's 11-1. Only loss was on the road to Illinois. And they're going up against Miami, Ohio, who has a backup quarterback in. Brett Gabbert got hurt, so their offense has not been able to move the ball through the air as much. Toledo, with some really good players, including Quinyon Mitchell, who's an NFL draft prospect, could make them pretty one-dimensional in this game already. They're already one-dimensional. Make them even more so one-dimensional. They should be able to win this game and win the MAC championship game. And again, possibility they go to a New Year's Six Bowl if they get Liberty to lose, if they get Tulane to lose. So there's still a lot on the line for this game, and obviously you want to win a MAC championship anyway. We have Texas versus Oklahoma State. We're going to take Texas in this one. Oklahoma State does get up for the big games, right? They've wins over Kansas, Kansas State, Oklahoma. They have losses to some of the worst teams on their schedule, like UCF, Iowa State. Even maybe not the worst teams, but not as quality as the ones as their wins. And they also lost to South Alabama too. Texas has been a team that has struggled at times to really put away teams when they should. So this could be pretty close. These two teams did not play in the regular season, but I do think Texas is able to win and put them in a spot to maybe get to the college football playoff, depending on the other results of the weekend. We have Boise State and UNLV. We're going Boise State in this one. UNLV has had a very, very good season. Feels like it kind of came out of nowhere. Now, these two teams were chosen because there were so many ties and the tiebreakers were all messed up by a computer ranking. So I don't know what's going on there. Boise State has an interim coach. I just feel like they're still a solid team. They still have some solid players, Taylor Green especially. So let's see if they can get the job done. I think Boise should be able to win this one. Georgia and Alabama. Kirby versus Saban again. Going Georgia to win this one, stay undefeated. They have been more consistently good this year than I feel like Alabama has. Now, both these teams struggled in rivalry week. Maybe that's to be expected with some of the rivalries that are going on. But Georgia's offense has come alive. Brock Bowers has been healthier. We'll see if Ladd McConkey is able to play in this game to really help open up the offense. Alabama, on the other hand, Jalen Milroe has been a very, very dynamic playmaker. He's able to use his arm and his legs. It just seems like times where they maybe don't keep things rolling. They could focus a little bit more. And have better discipline. We'll see what they're able to do. It should be a fun matchup, but I'm going to take Georgia in this one. We're going to go SMU and Tulane. We're going to go Tulane in this one. Tulane has one loss on the season that came to Ole Miss, and SMU has two losses. They're 10-2. Should be a fun matchup, and Tulane has a chance to go to the second straight New Year's Six Bowl. Michael Pratt has been hurt a lot this year, their quarterback. But I think, they should be able to win this game over SMU. Should be a fun one in one of the, non-Power 5 group, or one of the Group of 5 conference championship games. Should be one of the more fun ones to watch. We have Troy, John Summerall winning that one. For Troy, he's done a great job at Troy so far this year and the last couple of years. Appalachian State is still a solid team, but just not as good as they have been in past years. So we're going to stick with Troy. Florida State being Louisville. Now, this is tougher because Jordan Travis is out. Tate Rodmaker has been okay in what he's done so far. He was able to help them come back and beat North Alabama. He was able to help them against Florida, who also was out without a starting quarterback. I think they still have enough to get the job done, still enough playmakers. Louisville can make this thing interesting. They did just come off of a loss to Kentucky. That makes things a little bit tougher. But at the end of the day, the talent that Florida State has is just greater than Louisville. I think they're able to get the win. Michigan over Iowa. This is pretty easy for me. I don't think Iowa has quite the offense to do anything against Michigan. This is a 23-point spread, so we're going to take Michigan. So those are my picks for Conference Championship Week. Make sure to let me know what you're picking in the comments below. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.